Greetings fellow simmer and welcome to the reaction review with me, GripperSim. I dipped my toe in the ocean of streaming lately and I may have drowned many times in this stream. Some of you followed along and we had some adventures including landing challenges and racing. I'm not going to admit that I may or may not have crashed. I'm streaming again next Sunday. Have a look at Twitch and Twitter under GripperSim and I will see you soon. You're probably wondering why there's such an echo in the background. Well, that's because I'm streaming from Gobbledot's Castle. Ah, Nemesis Wolf, hello. It says 0 viewers there. There we go. No, it says 0 viewers on my screen. How are you doing? I'm making a plan. I'm making a plan for tonight's flight. I got my camera fixed. So it's not out of focus. It was out of focus last time. So we're going to take our time because I have... I've made it so anyone can fly with us. So I'm online, I hope. Now, what I'm going to do... more will join, I'm sure, as we go. Maurice. Is it Maurice? 230? How are you? Again, the screen's too far away. But I have my gaming glasses. These gaming... So I have to do this. Hello, JK Reindeer. How are you? I have a terrible job of pronouncing people's names. You joined. JK, I think it's a foreign name. Where are you from? I'm going to call you JK. I'm always pronouncing things the wrong way. Brilliant. So guys, we're going to hang around. You can all join in on the flight. We're going to go to the Caribbean. And we're going to have an adventure. Music Creative, hello. How are you again? Tim, how are you? I'm wearing my gaming glasses. So, give them a quick clean. My eyes are fine. It's just the other screen is so far away. It just makes things like all the more clear. So, I have a screen right in front of me, just fine. But that one's far away. I've no room in here. But I'm not complaining. It is the way. Can you hear me all fine? I think you can. But can you hear the music in the background? I'm good, thanks, Music Creative said. Okay, so we're just going to wait 2 minutes for more people to join. It's funny the way it says 1 viewer. Maybe there's a delay. Let me have a look here now. Ooh. Okay. Maybe some people prefer not to be seen. No music yet. Okay, so this is all very crude, but I'm going to get OBS Labs here. I haven't touched this since last week, so it should be working fine. I haven't had any time to play around with it. Desktop audio input capture mic, is that it? No. Oh, maybe that's it. Hello? Okay, I'm just testing the mic there, guys. Okay, so... let me make the screen a bit smaller here. I'm giving everything away now. I think I'm allowed to do this on Twitch, am I? Desktop audio. That is a pain. That's very annoying when you don't touch something. Maybe it's in my settings here. Well, it's no worries, guys, because we're waiting for more people to join. We're in Caribbean and we're going to start in just if you're flying along, Tango November Sierra Charlie in the Caribbean, and we're going to Montserrat. I'll tell you why in a minute. We're going to stop on the way to Saint Barts for some crazy madness. So let me just sort out this sound. Oh, this is why. No. Oh man, I didn't think I have to play around with this. That's fine. Choose your output device. That's fine. And my voices are good. Great. Great voices and audio, Music Creative says. That's about 30 seconds delay at times. Oh, are you having problems with frame rates? Oh dear. So guys, you can see my hand moving quite reasonably clear there. Should be 1080p. Just let me know. And I'll fix the sound. Maybe I have to add another source here. Harry, how are you? Okay, so the camera's good. You are Grant. Grand, I think, Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink, greetings! User creative, perfect. Okay, so the camera's good. Because I got a new camera, guys, because last week it was out of focus. I don't know if you noticed. I think you were too polite. You were far too polite. Thank you, Harry. I'm glad you're well. I hope Harry's 75. Now, I've got to add another source here. I'd hope to God. Audio input capture. That source. It's bizarre the way the audio isn't coming up. I haven't changed anything, so I'm just going to start Flight Sim here first of all. Very well, thanks. And you? I'm good, Harry. I'm not too bad. I was working all day today, flying all day. It was a busy day. Flying responsibly, of course. Okay, so I think I've got the desktop audio working here, guys. I think it's just very low. It's the sound limiter. So I'll put this over here. And you don't have to watch my messiness. As you can see, Streamlabs is what we use to record everything. A lot in it, you know. I don't really, you know, I get it working, but I want to make it fancy and professional. I had absolutely no time this week to do that. I got all the notifications here because last week people were they were following us, and I couldn't see the text. Now I've got that sorted out, I hope. Up to the top here. Okay, now how many have you got? 12 viewers. Brilliant. Now, okay, I've got it. We'll give this a shot. This should be a bit of fun. So let me have a look here and get rid of this map business here. We're going to the Caribbean, and if you're flying, you should be able to fly along with me. Okay, and you'll see Gripper Sim is my model name. Oh, there's lots of people here. Is that you guys? Zodiac INS. Lots of people here. So we are going to see Tango November Charlie Sierra. Juanico. I'm just terrible at pronouncing things. And now I have travelled a great deal. You know? Not here though. I wanted to. And I've got a story about Montserrat that I only found out a few years ago. I had no idea about this. You're gonna find this hilarious. I did. Let me just get up on the... Has anyone been to Caribbean? What I'd love to do is fly in the Caribbean, go to Saint Barts, and do some landings, take off touch and goes, and go to Montserrat. So, Tango November Charlie Sierra. Let's go to the parking area first. Go on, zoom in more. Oh, there's no parking areas. There's Colonel Clink. He's in there already. I'm going to have to be really unprofessional and go on the runway. Why can't I... There's no parking. Okay. Fair enough. Set as departure. Yeah, I want to do a flight plan. So let's go... Our first destination is Saint Barts. So I'm going to put in Tango, Foxtrot, Juliet. We're going to do some crazy madness in Saint Barts. And then we're going to Montserrat. That's our destination. Who has not heard of Montserrat? Probably everybody. Okay. Saint Barts. And that will take us no time at all, because we're going to have a bit of fun in Montserrat and then off to... Sorry, a bit of fun in Saint Barts and then off to Montserrat. Okay, so let's get that first leg going and let's rock and roll. Fly. Okay, it takes a while to load. Since the update, I noticed my frames a second are a little bit faster, but it's still a bit choppy. A multiplayer as well, but we'll see. There's a lot of people in here. Hopefully you won't get juddery. I'm trying to get the 3080 Ti. Nobody can get it because it's just crazy madness. But then I'm thinking of the 1390. It is a volcano. Maurice. Is it Maurice? Oh, Maurice, yeah. There we got the sound now. Yes, the audio is working. It's probably too loud, guys. So let me know the sound. Let me know if the sound is good for you. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if you can't hear me. We were trying to get Colonel and Clink to join us on voice today, but I gotta figure it out. Oh, don't worry, it's not the COVID. Now, look, I'm just gonna have to sit and run me here because I got some stuff to set up, I reckon. Ready to fly. Okay, now let's have a look outside first. Where's me controller? Of course, all very messy as usual. I haven't had a chance to play around. Look, it's going to be fine, but I like things done really, really, really well. Here we are, absolutely stunning. This is one of those airports that are very, very short, and you know, I wonder if we come back here and try and land something a bit bigger. What server? It should be European. Should be European, JK. I'll wait here for a bit and see if you can all join me. Audio level is good. Thank you, Tigger. Or is it Trigger65 T1 GGER? Obviously you couldn't get your full name. East, it should be West Europe. Try West Europe. Yeah, good point. I wonder what I put tags on. This here. This is Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink in its German colours. Oh, he's disappeared. You disappear when you hit the escape button. Here's someone coming into land. Let's see if I can put tags on. I'm going to disappear. I'm just going to put the tags on so see if I can see it, but I think it might slow things down. Let us go to general, if I can remember. Ooh. Sorry guys, I think I'd be fluent to this by now, but I've been so busy. I'm dying to play this all the time, but I've just been so busy. Is it data? Or is it accessibility? I'm looking for the tags. If anyone remembers where to tag everybody so I can see the tag on where they're flying, let me know. That's interesting. No, maybe it is in traffic. No, that's just actual traffic data. No, I just can't remember now where it was. Accessibility. Assistance. Yeah. Thank you, A.B. Russell. Assistance. This is bringing me back. Let's go from the bottom first. No. Notifications. No, I'm looking at your line 4 in traffic. Line 4 in traffic. In general, obviously. Traffic. 1, 2, 3. I'm half blind. Do you know? Now we got all your nameplates. Apply and save. And go back. Resume. Okay. So, did you all find me on the Western European servers? Gripper needs to wear specs. Well, actually, they're not my specs. Where are my glasses? Do you ever see these old people? And they got like 4 pairs around them. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I do. I have to because my other screen's so far away. And there's my glasses. Gaming glasses. I only got... It's very funny. I was in the store and I was buying a HD TV. And I said, there's no difference. With my friend, I said, there's no difference at all between one television and the other. You're spending wasting your money. And he says, you need glasses, man. You've no idea. So I got them for the laugh. And I put them on and, oh, right, yeah, that's a bit clearer, all right. Yeah. That's a bit clearer. Okay, so let's make sure I haven't left anybody behind. I've sent you a group invite. Yeah, I'll do that next time. I'll leave it open for everybody for the moment. It shouldn't slow things too much. You aren't showing up. KJ. Let me just check. Can I actually check here? No, I think I need to go out, guys. Do I? What server? How do I find out what server I am? I'm on. I think I have to come all the way out to flight setup, do I? Okay, I misread that then. I think Nemesis was trying to set up a group. Oh yeah, of course. North Europe, guys. North Europe. North Europe. I'm a bit scatty today because, well, not all day, but I've been working since 9 o'clock, half 8, 9, so it's now, what? 16 minutes past 10 local time. Oh, I don't know, I'm going to follow this. North Europe. And we're in Tango November Sierra Charlie. I have some in-flight entertainment for you guys. North Europe. Oh, notification. Notification. What does this mean? What does this mean? Ah. MT Spaces has followed me. Thank you, MT Spaces. I appreciate it. And another few people there a few hours ago. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Now, let's go back to resume. There's Colonel Clink, there's Mountain Jeep. So, okay, let's get in the cockpit then. So, we're in Northern Europe. And we're going to get good to go. I'll set up all the bots when I get a chance, guys. All that kind of stuff with all the information, where we're going, where we're coming to. I just haven't had the time. JK, we are at Tango November Sierra Charlie. And the North European servers. I do need my own server. Yes. Sorry, my own livery. That would be nice. I'll get to that one day. And we can all have the same livery. That'd be great fun. Tango November Charlie Sierra. That's where we are. So you can all tell. Anyone who joins, guys, you could just help them out. Tell them where we are. You'll have to help along a little bit. Sorry to make you work a little bit. If you want to. You know, if someone asks, where are you? What server are you on? Just tell them. Because I'll be busy flying. Okay, let's not bore you to tears. Let's get into the cockpit. And I'm going to try something a bit different. Oh, there's someone. I'm just going to take off. They're right there sitting in front of me. We're staring each other down, and I ain't going to blink. Glasses. Gaming glasses off. Oh my god! Okay, so I'm going to try something here a bit interesting. My plane is flying off. It's gone crazy. Is everything good? Let's turn on some lightage. Oh, we can do that on the way. Okay, we'll do all that stuff on the way. Now, one thing I want to try is I want to try the checklist in this. Let's have a look. Okay, before lineup. Okay, well. There's quite a lot to this. Yeah. Yeah, let's not bore you to tears. Let's just fly, shall we? We'll just go fly. And we can do this on the way. And we get the autopilot going. Okay, are you ready, guys? We're gonna rock and roll. So, I'll just zoom back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Put my mouse or my gamepad down, full power. I'll turn up my sound a bit so I can hear what I'm doing. And we're rocking and rolling. Full power. Yeah. An old habit of mine is you push down the rudder pedals and that releases the brake, but it doesn't really work on this. This is my second time flying the TBM. I last flew with you guys last week, and let's get my autopilot set up. I will do that in the way. Okay, so I'm very slow today. Full power. Oh, don't be looking away. 40 knots, our speed's alive. And we're gonna fly it like we stole it. Don't crash. Don't. Oh, God, that was tricky. Was it alright to climb? Gear up. I didn't even use the whole runway, which is shockingly bad. So we're off. Take a bit of power back. Don't need all that. Gears up. Take the flaps up. Flaps are up. And I'm going to crash. Wow. Wow. Go on. Get steady there. Maybe it's just a bit of wind. Bit of windage. I found you. Brilliant. JK. And what you can do, guys, if you crash or anything, you can just respawn and you'll see me flying on the map. I was following another streamer there for a bit of fun about 3 weeks ago. And he's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Just to see if it would work. Now let's get the autopilot working so we can get some eye candy going. I'm going to slow down a little bit so you can catch up with me. First of all, I want to get the heading bug correct. Let's get this to... We'll go to... let's get my altitude bug here. Let's go to 4,000 feet. So we're going to be at 4,000 feet. Get the heading bug set. Okay, we'll just get on that magenta line first. And we're going to do some in-flight entertainment. Go on, turn, will you? There we go. Straighten her up for that. That'll do. That'll do. Heading. Autopilot. Yaw damper. Let's get to nav. Altitude. It's going to level off. I didn't really want to do that, but it should continue climbing. I'll have to figure that out with this airplane. Let's get the vertical speed sorted out. We're going to climb at 1,400 feet a minute, and it's done. Now we're fat, dumb, and happy. The only thing I haven't done is switched on the nav. So let's switch on the nav. There we go. Let's see if it can do that. Oh, I'm going a bit fast. 100. I'll just slow down so some of you can keep up. And let's have a look outside. Mountain Jeep. Colonel Clink. Tom Deary. Nemesis Wolf. So you should be able to catch up with me. I like those colours. I do like those colours. Now, why am I so interested about Montserrat? Well, I was offered... A friend of mine went flying the Caribbean. And I said, where are you? And he goes, I'm in Montserrat. So where's that? Anyway, it's an island of the Caribbean. It's not really a holiday destination. They get a few visitors, but it's not like some of the really cool, rich places you go to. It's one of the places I'd like to go to because it's real Caribbean. There's no tourist industry. That's not big anyway. So I was thinking of working over there, and at the end I decided not to go. Just because, you know, it's not what you think. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So I didn't go. But I will go. I'm going to go over and check it out. Let's just have a look inside here to see if I'm... I know I should have quick keys. I haven't touched this all week, guys, except for the video I did there yesterday. Let's have a look at our ETA. Am I going too fast? I'll slow down a little bit more. I'll take the props back a bit. Now, interestingly enough, it's still climbing. I said I'd go to 4,000 feet. So what have I done wrong here? Let's set our altitude. Oh, altitude came off. Do you know why that happened? Because I was busy talking and I wasn't paying attention. So we're going to set our new altitude down. And what happened? The altitude actually disconnected. I'm presuming because it was too far out for the autopilot to do what I wanted it to do. And that's why in the real thing you're kind of very cautious. Vertical speed down. 600 feet a minute. And we're going to be there in 2 minutes. Anyway, Montserrat we're talking about. So I'm coming back down to 4,000 feet, guys. Can everyone find me and see me? Will I Maybe I'll leave... Do you want me to leave my tag on? N key? Yeah, I know, and I just don't listen. The N key to throttle drone. Thank you very much. Looks like Drenham 71. Harry 75. Tum in fact. I can't see any more Nemesis Wolf. Oh, you can't see me because I've gone too far ahead. That's why. You will see me when you get closer, I believe. I'm slowing right down here. So why Montserrat? It's giving out about the landing gear because I have taken all the power off and it thinks I want to land. So I put a bit of power, that'll stop that. That's a safety feature. So Montserrat, yeah, I was going to go to Montserrat and I didn't go. So to keep you interested, I'm going to go have a little in-flight entertainment for you. I'll show you a very quick one to begin with. Oh, very unprofessional gripper sim. I've got to work all this stuff out. Let's get the first video up here. Have a look at this. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure your seatbelts are back and entertainment is starting. Now, Montserrat. Montserrat, what's it got in connection with Patrick's Day? Have a look at this. Let me know if you can hear it. So what happened? Way back when people, they had slaves from Africa, right? They took them over to Montserrat to work on sugar plantations and whatnot, okay? And there was lots of slaves, American slaves, because when you committed a crime way back in the 17, 18, 1600s, there was criminals, and they bring them to Montserrat along with the slaves, and there was lots of Irish in this particular island. Americans were slaves, all sorts of nations were slaves back in the day, because they did a crime, like in Australia, they were sent to work there, and they had to work there for maybe 5 years, and then they get their freedom, but they're stuck in Australia. Same thing here. Patrick's Day in Montserrat is absolutely massive. In Ireland, we get 1 day off. 1 day off. They have two. They have celebrations for 2 days, and they get 2 days, and they get lamped out of it. They're not showing any drinking here, but I'd like to go. Can you hear it? Yeah, you can. So it's a big event over there, and I really want to go, just to see, out of curiosity. So there's a huge connection in Montserrat to Irish. Look at that. Look at, she's going nuts. She's giving it loads, lads. There's a token Irish girl. You had to have one, didn't you? Sounds fine. Ziggy has followed. Hi, welcome Ziggy. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. We're looking at Montserrat. So yeah, it's a big thing. I'm right overhead here, so we're going to stop the entertainment for the moment. And we come back to more on our way to Montserrat. Right, I'm right overhead. So let's do a landing manually. Let's switch off the autopilot. Autopilot off. Now, I think what we'll do, I'm just going to circle here for a little bit. I think what we'll do is I'm going to land, and I'm going to watch you guys landing. And you've got to land. There's a big embankment. I haven't even looked up the runways. I can't remember the runways. I'm going to fly this completely visually, as if I stole it. Let's see if I can see it here. I'm going to start descending. Not too fast, though. I'm going to fly it visually. I've got to read your comments here as well. Sounds fine. Hello, sir. Ziggy, how are you? Can you say my full name? How could you? No, I can't. I'm terrible at pronouncing it. Hami Tipek or something. Where are you from? Ziggy, I'm going to call you Ziggy. I'm terrible at pronouncing. I've discovered since I've started doing this, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Terrible. Yeah, in Australia they're really big. They're really big with the Victoria Station. They got in Sydney. They got this massive statue of Queen Victoria. The Aussies, you know, it's like even the train stations. I lived in Australia for maybe 3 years in total. I went there twice, and like the stations are like they're like the ones in Little England, the train stations, but they're just stunning. and it's sunny all the time. Yeah, there's a good mix, and you can see all the Victorian buildings everywhere in Sydney especially, and Melbourne. Yeah, there we go. Mountain Jeeps landing there. I have my eyes. Now I know where I am. I'm just too high because I was busy showing you videos, the in-flight entertainment. So we'll do a few circles. Or an orbit's more professional like, isn't it? There we go. So we'll just do a few orbits. And I'm going to do a landing. Watch you guys land. We'll have we'll watch some of the other people who are online. It's actually running quite smooth. Does it look all smooth for you? It's running very smooth for me. I mean, it's not juttering at all. Mind you, we are quite high up. I'm not descending at all. Here, let's lower some. You see, with this sim, you know, they've got to fix the drag. I'm going to just slow us down. I'm going to keep the nose high. So I'm going to keep the nose level until I slow down. Because when you lower the nose, of course, what happens? You accelerate. So I'm just not going to climb at 1,000 feet a minute. It's very sensitive. There we go. So I'll keep that turn going. Come on, slow down. Just doesn't want to slow down, does it? Just doesn't want to slow down. Come on, 173 knots. Now, I should have started my descent way before, but it was a very short trip, really, wasn't it? And spending more time circling than I did actually getting here. Let's dump the gear down. I wonder what is gear speed on the TBM. I meant to look all this up this week. I was just too busy. There's Colonel Clink. He's 700 feet coming in finals. I'll just put the gear down. That should add a lot of drag. So I'm going to land here and watch you guys do touch and goes. No, it's not adding. There's not a lot of drag at all. I got the power all the way back. Ah, here we go. This thing's happening again. See this? My controllers are not. They keep going back and forth. That's why. I reconfigured them in the computer. No wonder my speed's all over the place. I reconfigured the controls in the computer. Just for that very reason, because the throttle in the TBM is going back and forward. And it wouldn't slow down. Farron272, welcome to the channel. Welcome. We're in Saint Barts, which is Tango Foxtrot Juliet, Saint Barts in the Caribbean, and we're on the Northern European server. And I made a mess of my approach because I was busy showing videos. Now we've got the speed under control. Now let's rock and roll. Brakes are off. Gear is down. T's and P's are the green. Lower 10 flat. Well, it's a bit early to be lowering flats. Let's try and keep it a little bit more realistic like. And my throttle is all over the shop. Thank you. Trim, trim, trim. There's the runway there. I'll do one more orbit. There's someone there in a big jet, lads. And they're at the end of the runway hoping to take off. I can see them from here. Better late than never, Farron. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're not too late. You didn't miss much. We're only really getting started. We're only really getting started. This is going to be great in VR. Not for streaming, but, you know, because I have a big thing in my face. Okay, turning across. My throttle's going to give me trouble. I'm going to fix this on the ground. I'm going to try anyway. Now we're down 1,300 feet. Excellent. Start leveling off. There we go. Have I got my... There we go. Is that right? I in the right place? I think so. Let's get some flaps down. I'm going to put them all down at once. I know that's not what you do in real life. And I'm coming in way too fast. But that's a challenge. That's the challenge, isn't it? You know. Fix a bad situation. Now we're all good. I'm going to come in at I'm going to ignore the jet on the runway. Because we're going to go right through him. I'm going to come in at maybe 85 knots. 85 knots. Oh, I've just realised. If I crash this, it's going to be really embarrassing. Now the pressure is on. Okay. Gripper Sim, get this right the first time. You get nervous streaming. You do. You start to worry a little bit. Am I going to stuff it up? Oh, I'm going too fast. I'm going to ignore that jet. Oh! Don't say it. That's what happens when you don't take things too seriously. Yeah. I did up. Alright, did up. Or IP. Yeah, so I will go to Saint Barts in real life and do some circuits. But don't fret. Be much more professional what I'm doing here. See, I was a bit hard. It was a bit harsh. I was coming in way too fast. Don't worry, I'll spawn back. I'll spawn back. I'll come out of here and I'm going to meet you there in 2 seconds. I'm going to spawn on approach. Oh, I'll never live this down. What could you do? I was going way too fast. And I knew it. And I was trying to get away with it. Normally in real life, of course. I'm not going to go on about real life all the time. Because we're having fun. Okay? We're having a bit of crack. And it's nice to have fun from the real world in Flight Simulator. Now, where is departure? We want Tango Foxtrot Juliet. And I'll take it a bit more seriously this time. Now you want to be on approach, lads. Get on a nice approach. So there's my landing. So don't worry if you make a tit out of yourselves. You know, when we're watching you. Because set as arrival. And I presume now it's going to put me on final. We want to come in runway 28. Set as departure. And fly. Let's see how it puts us on. Dang, I missed it. How did you crash? I was just messing about. I was too fast and I forced it down. And the landing gear collapsed. That's what happened, I'd say. I can't wait till they have a crash model on this. X-Plane's crash model is pretty good, but I hope they really give it loads of this one, you know. I want to see landing gear flying all over the place and whatnot. Oh, here we go. So now, where are we? Oh, I'm in takeoff. Okay, look, I'll take off. And I'll do a circuit, then I'll stop. I'm furious with myself now because I should pay more attention. Go on, park and brake. Go on. Go on. That jet's still there. Right, full power. I'm not going to bother with any flaps. What? Oh, it's bumpy. It's like it's driving over somebody. Okay, so I'm going to take off. I was hoping you'd put me on approach. There we go. We're up a little bit early, but that's okay. Positive right, gear up. I'm going to do a circuit, come back, and we're going to judge people's landings. Not in a bad way, though. In a fun way. Flaps are up. I haven't had a chance. Nemesis, thank you very much. You sent me the link for the what was it called? SPAD. I haven't had a chance to implement it yet, but half the problem, for me at least, is I want to be able to actually physically use some switches, you know. There we go. Okay, just find out where I am. Let's not use too much power. Let's go level her off there. I got our attitude power trim. There we go. Taking our power back a little bit. And we're in downwind now. Now this is my second attempt. I wouldn't mind, but shocking. There's Colonel Click. Colonel Click. We'll get him online next time. There's got to be a way to do it. He's on downwind as well. Let's go alongside him. I set the bar low, yeah. Why not? You know. Why not? Okay, so we're following Colonel Clink. Will we pass him out? The pillar's in the way. Maybe if I sat down a little bit lower I could see better. No, don't like that. I'm going to keep it about 1,000 feet for now. And I'm going way too fast. You know why I'm going way too fast? Because my darn controls aren't configured. That's a problem. I'm going to have to sort that out. See, it won't. See, it's twitchy. That's a big problem. How am I going to land if the power won't stop? I'll have to fix that in the ground. Well, let's work through it. Am I going off here in a little journey? There we go. I will pass the centre line a bit, but that's no big deal. Under pressure for landing 2. Yes. I am. I'm under pressure, my friend. Now, let's get that power off. I'm going way too fast again. Yeah, it's very... I'm going to blame it on my throttle. I'm going to do an orbit now again. So I think at the last minute and final, I'll actually have to use the mouse to bring the power back. I'm just trying to get the darn thing set up here nicely. See, I've got all the power back on my TQ6, but see that? See there? That's the problem. That's a big problem. So I'll have to glide it in. Get back, will you? How did I fix this? This is what happens when you stream. You just have to take the punches. Yes, Farron. Fold your... I must learn that off. What did they say? We're coming in for approach. Fold your trays for landing. Put your seat backs. Your seats all the way back. Etc, etc. Okay, it's still too fast. Throttle back. Back. No! I don't want to go reverse. Oh, man. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to change my throttles. This happened after the update. So we're in emergency mode. We're declaring a pan-pan. Excuse me. We're declaring a pan-pan. Priority approach to land. It's either 70% power or it's nothing at all. So I'm just going to have to use the mouse. So we're in a pan-pan. Problems with our flight controls. Okay, we get the gear down. Let's keep it slow by using the flaps. Not that we want to overspeed, but let's get them down. I know I'm putting them down all at once. I gotta get my Saitek stuff sorted out and this control column. Here we go. Now, that looks better, doesn't it? There we go, 95 knots. I want about 85, I think. Okay, and that throttles off. Now we're good. 3 greens, gears down, flaps are down. Runway is not clear. Come on, back down you get. I'm probably the last down here, guys. It's shocking. $85 knots. That's what I want, but the throttle is all over the shop. There we go. Jesus, Ted. This is much harder than the TBM. Oh, 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 don't do what you did last time. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake, brake. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake. Well, that was lucky. Have I redeemed myself? I gotta backtrack and that's about to Jeep. I'm going to backtrack. And there's a turnaround point at the end here. Let's do it properly as best I can. And actually, maybe, yeah, I'll come up to the ramp here. This is a fantastic rendition of Saint Barts. I had this in X-Plane 11. And it was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. You got to really slow down to be able to turn. Did anyone see that video? Thank you very much, Farron272. I was planking it on the way down because if I crash again, I'd never live it down. Do you know? But once you get the speed right for landing, you're golden. Do you know? Once you get the right approach speed, because the first time, what I was doing, 100 knots, 120 knots or something stupid. Do you know? It's not going to work. So I'm going to backtrack here and we're going to watch some of the lads do their approaches. And then we're going to Montserrat. And we're going to have a look at some more videos on the way to Montserrat. More in-flight entertainment. Colonel King's coming on finals. I'm going to park up here now and we're going to do some eye candy. I'm going to watch the guys coming in. Good stuff. Nice. Thank you very much. Ticket? Ticket? Ticket. You know what I mean. Finally found you and made it in. Excellent, JK. Brilliant. Take your time because we're going to be at Montserrat for... we're going to watch people land and whatnot. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Montserrat. Please don't leave your seats until the aircraft is at rest. And the stewardess has informed you to vacate. I'll leave it here. Leave it here, right. That van, though. What's he doing? Oh, do you know what he's doing? I remember now Microsoft were saying all the vans and trucks get out of your way. They give you apparently, you know, right of way. But he's not. He's probably angry at me. He wants to talk to me because of my bad landing. Mountain Jeep is taken off uphill. Nice one. Colonel Clink. Oh, we're going to watch Colonel Clink. Let's put... Parker brake on. Go on. There we go. Now I can relax. Let's go to outside view. Drone view. Here comes Colonel Clink. He's on short final. He's under pressure. Oh, Colonel Clink will have to go around. And he's come off the side. Okay, Nemesis Wolf is also... he's on downwind. Colonel Clink can try again. I don't feel so bad now. Mountain Jeep is on his way in. He's 700 and... oh, he's climbing. Oh, he's actually taken off. Who's this? Unknown. Unknown is ready to go. There's another TBM. Lovely day here in Montserrat. I would speed up my camera so we can get them on approach. Camera speed. Drone speed. Let's tone down. We should really change to the West Europe server. The North is pretty bad for group flights. Okay, I will remember that next time, Harry. I'll remember that next time. Gin and tonic. I wouldn't say no. I would say no. Now who's coming in now? Mountain Jeep is 1,000 feet. Is it all smooth for you guys? Is the camera all smooth and your sound is okay? Let me know. The camera of my face. This is my face. It was out of focus. And I had this camera and it broke. And I had to get a new camera. But it's all about the quality of the channel. So we've got... it's Drake V-Man. Mountain Jeep. No one's on final yet. Nemesis Wolf is at 2,000 feet. He looks like he's coming in for approach. I'm delighted to tell Nemesis Wolf, don't feel under pressure. There is now 2,868 people watching. It's only 21. Here comes Mountain Jeep. Mountain Jeep. Okay, I know it looks like he hasn't got his landing gear down, but I think that's just Flight Simulator. Gear's down. He's making a nice early touchdown. It's looking good. A little bit of a bounce, but no big deal, Mountain Jeep. Is he going to stop by the end of the runway? Oh, almost off the side of the runway, but that was good. But, oh, he's going off onto the grass. No, he's not. Nice one, Mountain Jeep. You can turn around there, and we'll give him... What'll I give him? I have an idea. Give me a second here. Oh, I'm wearing my jammy jams. You'll all see my jammy jams if I get up. Mountain Jeep score. I have a very sophisticated system of taking the scores here. And the judge for Mountain Jeep is a 6. Mine was a 0. So well done, Mountain Jeep. In fact, Harry says audio visuals are good. Great, thank you very much, Harry. Joey Mac Design, welcome. Now let me see who's coming down next. Mountain Jeep's going to take off the wrong way. Oops. Or is he just taxiing very fast? Mountain Jeep is taking off towards Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink is getting very nervous. Is he going to take off just before Colonel Clink? Yes, he is. And Colonel Clink's about to take off. Colonel Clink in his German colours. Go, Colonel Clink. Nice colours from Colonel Clink. He's going off the side of the runway. Nearly hit the trees. But he's off. He's away. So we watch him come down, Colonel Clink. Nemesis Wolf is on downwind. It's Drake V-Man. He's at 18,000 feet. Tom Deary, taking off. Tom Deary's rolling. And hopefully he'll do a circuit as well. Who's next? Unknown is still at the end of the runway. He's flying Robin. Okay, who's on final here now? We've got Sarah Platt. Where is he? He's a good bit far away. Mountain Jeep's coming back in again. Nemesis Wolf is at 5,000 feet and descending for a base. Mountain Jeep is coming back for another landing. And Sir Zappalot? Sir Zappalot. He's next in. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. He's a bit high. He's a bit high. Oh, don't smash it in. Oh, he got it just in time. Bit of a bounce. Is he going to go around? If he goes around, he gets more points. No, he's forcing it down. He's forcing it down. He's going to go into the beach. And he's gone into the beach. Don't worry, Serpalat. Oh. Don't worry about it. You do go around if you want, guys. You don't have to force it down. Unknown is still deciding whether to take off or not. Mountain Jeep is on fine. It looks like he's got a nice stable approach. Colonel Clink from Hogan's Heroes. Yeah. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Mountain Jeep is now on a steady final. Looks like he's got the speed under control. A little bit high. A little bit high, but not too high. Actually, that's quite nice. He's coming in. He's holding. There he is. He's down. Very nice. Oh, but it popped up again, and it's floaty, float. Floaty, float. He's jamming on the brakes. It's up in the air again. Going around. Good man. Go around. That's the way. Mountain Jeep has done a very good go around there. Nice turn. That was a good go around. You can't fault a good go around, lads. And Unknown has decided to take off at last. Unknown has chosen wisely, because the Robinson 44, or the Dior 40, is a little bit more manageable. Nice takeoff. Nemesis Wolf is circling overhead. Am I missing somebody again? Okay. Let's get something you may not have seen before. I'm gonna sit here at the end of the runway while I get this for you. Oh, where did that come from? From New Zealand. Okay, he's gonna go up the hill, which makes perfect sense. Maybe he's gonna turn around and go down the hill. He's using the roads. He is using the roads and the forest. And here comes Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink's now on short final. He's just losing a lot of height. Little bit high, but he's going to make a touchdown. Is he going to go around? He popped it down. It's going to bounce. It's bouncing Colonel Clink. Colonel Clink, is he going to force it down to go around? Is he going to force it down to go around? He's going around. Good choice, Colonel Clink. Good choice, Colonel Clink. Rees has somehow crashed. Here comes Mountain Jeep again. Let us get some entertainment going here. Again, very unprofessional. Let's go here. Oh, hang on. Someone's coming in. Let's watch him. Sir Zappalot is on final. In the TBM. He's coming in again. Looks good. Looks good. Looks very good. If he can just get there. Oh, he hit he hit the nose wheel first, but the nose wheel did not break. He's going around. Good go around. He saved his score for the next round. So if you go around, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to give you a score. That's only a bit of fun. If you go around, I'm not going to give you a bad score. Go around is good in aviation. I have seen pilots in real life when I'm instructing. They don't want to go around and they mess it up. Better off going around, you know. Better off going around. But flight sim you don't have to really. It's a bit of fun. Tom Deary's on short final. A little bit high. Is he going to stop? It might be a firm landing. He might be able to stop. Oh, he's got reverse on. Has he got reverse on? No, he's going around. Tom Deary, good go around. Good decision. It's tough. It's Saint Barts is tough. A great holiday for I don't know if they have a school there, but I tell you, I'd love to go. Mountain Jeep is on short final. Looks good. Is this gear down? Okay, nice approach. I can't fault that. Is he going to be able to pop it down though? Is it going to float? He might get it stopped in time. Oh, big New Zealand jet. It's just got in the way a little bit. Mountain Jeep has made it. Not bad. An unknown is behind him. Unknown's going around. Nice one, unknown. Very nice go around. Mountain Jeep. Let's see. What do the judges say? What do you say, guys? What do we give him? Out of 10. Out of 10. Where is it? Riley's shopping these. 8. Current Clink's on short final. Is he going to make it? Bit of a bouncy bounce, but that's okay. He may save his score for going around. Oh, he crashed. Well, you're not the only one, Colonel Clink. I wouldn't worry about it. 8, you think? I was thinking, you know, I was thinking maybe, you're all saying 8. 8! Let me change. I was gonna, I'm a horrible person. So let's change that over popularity. I would say 8. 8 for Mountain Jeep. Colonel Clink is at the beginning of the runway and he's facing down Mountain Jeep. Let's see who will win this face-off. Mountain Jeep staring at Colonel Clink, wondering will he flinch first. Colonel Clink is patiently taking his time. Unknown is on base. So Zappalot is already. Colonel Clink is moving. Let's keep an eye on the others while Colonel Clink is coming down. How is this face-off going? Unknown is on short final. They're going towards each other. Colonel Clink has evaded a disaster. Sir Zappalot is... nice. That looked good, Sir Zappalot. Oh, maybe not. Oh well. Try again. Do you know what? It's gas. All you guys are using reverse thrust. I don't have a button set up for that yet. Nice one, Sir Zappalot. You're playing chicken. Green 71. Chicken is... Well, if you had collision detection on, it certainly would be chicken. Unknown is coming in for final. He's trying to get down again. He will stop in time because he's in a smaller aircraft. Okay, go around. Yeah, he's going around. Good choice. Unknown, I'd say the speed of the Robin, you'd be good at 75 knots on that airplane, and things will improve a lot better for you. But a lot easier. Because what happens if you come in too fast and you apply back pressure and you're at faster speed, you'll balloon. You'll go back up again. You know. 1.5, Farron says. What is the legal largest aircraft to land there? I did look into this before, and it's like you'll get the TBMs in here. I'm going to get you a video now of TBM landing here. The Grand Caravan, says the Grand Caravan. Those type of airplanes. If I see the twin going in there, light twins. Aztecs will get in there. A light twin under 5,700 kilograms will get in here. Yeah, I think it's under 5,700 kilograms. Something like that anyway. I'd be pretty sure. Okay, Nemesis Wolf is coming back in again. He's coming in for final. A King Air, yes, thank you. Yeah, a King Air will certainly get in here. I've seen them come in on YouTube. I think that's under 5,700 kilograms, isn't it? Here comes Nemesis Wolf. Looks good. A little bit ruddery there, but he's got it under control. All the power's off. And he's going to flare, but not too much. Nice firm landing. He did bounce a little bit. Is he going to stop or go around? Oh, he was going to try and put reverse thrust, and there was a big yawing action on the reverse thrust, and he's going for a swim. Oh, he made it. Is he going to make it? Is he going to barely make it? Go on. He's made it. He has survived. Nice one, Nemesis. Okay, let's get that. I want to show you a quick video here if I can find it. Let's just go here. This guy here. This guy here. Sorry about all the... Oh, God. I need more screens like the professional streamers, guys. I need all that fancy stuff. And I will get it. I'm going to order a big set of TV stands so I can have one here, one to the right and one to the left. YouTube. Let me see. Here comes Mountain Jeep again. Here comes Mountain Jeep. Looks good. Looks good. A little bit late. It's floaty, floaty, float. This is the thing about Saint Barts. Onto the grass a little bit. I think what's happening when you hit reverse thrust, you get that opposite yaw, don't you, in the prop? I haven't flown one of these for real, but it worked, Mountain Jeep. Well done. Nice one. And Sir Zappalot is taking off again. Nice one. Nice one from Mountain. Colonel Clink is in behind. Shortly in behind. A little bit of a bounce. But he got it down. Is he going to stop? Yeah, he's stopping. There you go. Colonel Clink has got in. Nice one. Oh, he's going to the beach for a swim. And into the fence. Oh! Well, just backtrack and try again. I think we've all stuffed it up today at some point. A whole lot of us. And here comes Nemesis Wolf. Nemesis Wolf, a little bit high. And he knows it. It's a little bit high and he knows it. Is he going to try and stop at the reverse? Oh, and there's a jumbo jet. There's our friends Rees again. Landing the wrong way. Very nice looking. Nemesis Wolf is just, he's joining the others on the beach. He's joining Colonel Clink. They're going to have a party. Rees is, yeah, he's just, what's he flying? Oh, he's flying. He's flying the president. He's flying Trump. And he's crashing Trump into the end of the runway. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Mountain Jeep's taking off the wrong way again. And is he going to make it? Yes, he is. Colonel Clink is backtracking. And Nemesis Wolf looks like he may face off Colonel Clink. He may face him off. Now, I'm going to show you this video very quickly. I saw this. This is amazing. Oh, they got the ads. Brilliant. Oh. Now, watch this. This is. I showed this to the channel years ago on X-Plane channel. I want to get all my stuff set up so it looks more professional. Here we go. This is a guy landing in Saint Barts. Okay. He's in a twin. Looks like he's a bit fast. And he's flaring, and it's floaty, float. Floaty, float. And he's not going around, so he's gone, I want to stop it. Yeah, and he's going to jam on the brakes.
Dude, that guy's got to stop.
He's not going to stop.
Whoa!
Loose.
Crap.
Well, he's fine. I wouldn't show it to you otherwise. Well, he learnt a lesson that day, didn't he?
Blows?
That kind of blows. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Okay. Who hasn't made it? Who would like to give it one more go? I think Nemesis Wolf and Colonel Clink have done well. Oh, I need to turn off. I need to stop the video. Oh, man. What's coming in? Nice one, Sir Zaplot. Nice one. Right, so we're gonna take off again. What we'll do is we'll all take off at the same time. Now, you can come down and land, and I'm gonna get my aircraft set up for the next leg. That was good going, guys. That was good going. Let's have a look at my cockpit here. I need to get used to using those keys. Oh, I've got an alarm going off. What's this about? Yeah, I know my parking brake set, so what? Oh, my power is probably giving out. I have enough fuel. Now, oh, stop warning.
Oral warning, okay.
Thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in to the nav if I can. So, I want to go direct to. Okay, where do I tap my waypoint? Why don't I type it in? Not be up here, no? TBM like to scream. Indeed, they do dream. Home. That's annoying. Oh, I heard somewhere that I don't have the direct to function. I was watching a YouTube video there that I don't have it. So let's go home and try another way. Flight plan. Origin. Great. And we want to go to destination. Change that. Select destination airport. And we want to go to Montserrat. Tango Romeo Papa Golf. Tango Romeo Papa Golf. It actually says Osborne International. I thought it was Montserrat. Hit enter. Tango Romeo Papa Golf. Let's have a look at the map here. No. Give me the map. Oh, it's up here. Is that bringing us to the right place? Let's zoom in and out here. The map. You think I'd love to get some time. I need to get some time to myself to be a little bit more fluent. The Garmin 1000 I know pretty well. Oh yeah, it's the buttons here. Range pan, here we go. That looks like Montserrat to me, so that's Montserrat. The airport is probably called Osborne. Okay. ETA, just give us our ETA here in the GPS. It will when we take off. It doesn't give us our en route time. Do I miss that? Won't take too long. Won't take too long with the TBM. Okay, Colonel Clink is first to line up. So let's get behind Colonel Clink whenever you're ready, guys. And you just hang on there, Colonel Clink. There's probably a little bit of a delay here with the I'll put the flaps up to takeoff. And I would like some lightage. I can't actually see the lights. Let's have a look here. I have my Dream Deck set up for flight controls. Do I have my beacon light? Landing lights? On. Strobe should be on. Anyway, let's not worry about all the lights. Let's get the panel lights. Okay, everybody should be ready by now. I think Colonel Clink's taken off, but no worries, Colonel Clink. Let's start taxiing. I thought I took my park and brake off. No, I did not. Mountain Jeep is lined up. So, guys, we're going to Tango Romeo Papa Golf. Tango Romeo Papa Golf. I will give Mountain Jeep a right of way. Good stuff. Thank you, JK. Farron had to leave. Thanks a million, Farron, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. So we're going to get to Montserrat. Let's see if I can do this a little bit more professionally, shall we? Go on. Okay, so let's see if anyone is... Oh, you're all behind me. Brilliant. How cool is that? So there's not too much of a... I'll just wait for Tom Deary. And we'll all jam off together. Colonel Clink. Oh, Colonel Clink's coming. Colonel Clink. And is coming in for a... Colonel Clink is coming in for one final landing. Will we watch Colonel Clink while we're holding? We will watch Colonel Clink while we're holding. Take your time, Colonel Clink. Oh, he's coming very... Oh, he's good. He's fine. We'll watch Colonel Clink. Oh, he's flying overhead. Okay, he's flying overhead, so we'll just rock and roll. Colonel Clink's done well enough. Okay, so back... Oh, Shane. Gripper Sim, get used to the quick keys. Oh. That's not what I want. Oh. Okay, let's rock and roll. Cockpit. I know you're going, why won't he use his shortcut keys? What is he like? Right, lining up. Okay, flaps are set. Oh, it really doesn't taxi very well unless you're going really slowly. Get rid of the ugly mouse there. We'll do a Ryanair go, will we? We'll just go. Just, you know, scare the passengers. Airspeed's alive. 30 knots, 40 knots. 50 knots. I'll lift the nose up a little bit. Just a tad. It'll take off on its own. I'm off the centre line, which is not good. Positive rate of climb. Speed's good. Flaps our gears up. Take a nice, gentle. Now, I do notice this tells you not to sink when everything's good. Take the flaps up. We'll take a right turn then. So I took a left to avoid that hill. I'm going to take a right turn to get on the magenta line. Come on, Slugger. Indeed. You're waiting on us, Colonel Click. 10 degrees pitch. Usually it's 15, I think. Again, I'll look all this up when I get some time. So it slows down a good bit. We'll just keep it about nice and slow so you can catch up. Not too fast, but not too slow. I'm going to fly it manually up to 4,000 feet. Oh, we'll make it 5. Round it out at 5. I'm going to get right on that magenta line. Flying pretty much IFR now. Oh. Now, I want to get right on. We are climbing fast. There we go. So I'm just looking in. I'm doing a bit of IR stuff now. 2,000 feet to go. And we're going to get on that magenta line. Double check I've taken the flaps up. I have. Gears up. Current link's ahead of us. I'm at 122 knots, so just letting you guys catch up. 1,000 feet to go. I know I'm flying a bit slow, but I'm doing it on purpose. Interesting. Okay, I'm really giving it loads of throttle here. Why would that be given out? It's not as if I'm going too fast. The temperatures are getting a bit high. I'll lower the nose a little bit, maybe. Level off. Let's not make the passengers sick. Now let's get our autopilot set up. First of all, let's get my altitude set. Now if I can... Oh, you can't touch the button. On some aircraft you can actually push the button down and it'll automatically set it to what altitude you're at. Let's slow down a bit. We don't need to be going that fast. Oh, it's twitchy. We got our heading set. Now we put it on heading. Put it on altitude. Hands are off. Take a bit of power back. That should be fine. Now let's set it to the yaw damper on. Is the autopilot not on there? Oh, it's on. And where is the half turn switch that we looked at the last time? Bank. So it's not going to bank. I'm going to put the bank angle to half there. That's what that's for. So it doesn't turn to 30 degrees immediately. And let's put it onto nav. Navigation. Nav. So it'll switch off the heading button and switch on to nav. They all work pretty much the same way. Is that half bank? Yeah, it's half bank. It just turns a bit suddenly, but it's a simulator. So we're on our way to Montserrat. Let's have a look and see where everybody is. There's Nemesis Wolf behind. Tom Deary. Sir Lapalot. It's good. Sir Lapilot. Lapalot. I'm fashioning Spanish colours today. These are Spanish colours. I have to say I like them. Curtain Click is storming ahead. He's storming ahead. He's coming back around. It looks like he's coming back around. Curtain Click's coming back around. Check us out. Nice one. It looks stunning, the scenery. Doesn't it? It's just... I really want time to play this more. The only time I've actually really played it, which is disgraceful, is doing the streams. So I might do more. You know? So everybody who's just joined, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Gripper Sim Madness. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us flying. And you can all join in every week. I'm going to make it so everyone can just join in if you want. It's a bit of fun, no? But I do like those colours. These are the liveries on my last video that I made for Friday. I downloaded all the liveries. And I have to say, let's look close up. As I said, they're flawless. Karen Klink is he dive bombing or is he shooting at people? Yeah, look at those. It's spotless. Look at those liveries. They're absolutely stunning and they're free, you know? Now, let's get back in the cockpit momentarily just to make sure, and let's see what our times are like. We are estimated 16:32, so we're good. So we have some time for in-flight entertainment. I was talking about Montserrat earlier on our very short hop to Saint Barts. And let's go back to some entertainment, shall we? Place I really want to visit. I want to go to Canada as well. All these places, you know, that people want to go to. It'll happen. I'll bring my camera with me. Now, you see, would it be nice if I had all this so, you know, you wouldn't see all this stuff in the background. That's what I'm aiming for. Now, Montserrat. We showed you. I've got another few videos lined up. Ladies and gentlemen, the stewardess will be along shortly with refreshments. We do have lottery cards. The chance of you winning, however, is 1,100 million to 1. 1 trillion to 1. It gives your money. We also have charity tickets for our named charity, of which the charity will receive 0.01% of the takings. Our company will take the rest. Blah de blah. You know how it is. Anyway, in-flight entertainment. This is another video I picked up. Let's put it on screen here, and let's put it to full screen. Warning, this video contains flashing lights and imagery which may be unsuitable for photosensitive epilepsy. And some Gripper Sim madness. I love it. I really want to go there. So that's a big history. Big history there, and I did read up on it, and just before I started on the stream I said, damn, why didn't I read up on this before the stream? I give it a history of Montserrat. I did look it up months and months and months, about 2 years ago. But anyway, St. Patrick's Festival in Montserrat, it's huge. It's a 2-day festival. 2-day full festival. Now, it's not one of these snobby destinations you go to in the Caribbean. They're just genuine people. Not a lot of people know about it, apparently. But you'll see here there's hotels being built because the volcano went off and destroyed the place a couple of years ago. Oh, must be 10 years ago now. It just threw them back into the Stone Age practically. But I think they've made some changes. They must have over the years. Yeah, Patrick's Day. Bizarre. And brilliant, really. Hi from Canada then. Ah, JK. You're from Canada, deadly. Another place I want to go. I want to go to Canada just to do some of that crazy bush flying. Do you know? Look at them. They're all lamped, lads. They're all locked. They're all lamped. I don't drink that much anymore, but you know what? I may partake if I got to Montserrat. 2 days. So if you want to have a few pints, there is an English company that fly like twins. They fly Islanders, I think. And they're based there. And it looks like an interesting place to live, but you're not going to have Wi-Fi or anything like that. Let's put it that way. If you want some food, there's those supermarkets. You got to go to a stall, you know. So you can forget about it, except for bars, of course. I know a friend who went there, and he spent a lot of time in the bars. So yeah, they're having a bit of a party there, lads. They're having a bit of party. I leave it play till the end. It does look fun, Harry, doesn't it? It's just one of those places that you'd never think of. I'd never thought they'd have Patrick's Day for 2 days. March 8th to the 18th. So, sorry, I'm wrong. It's not 2 days. It's a week. A week of madness. Let me check where I am. We're halfway there. Let's watch another video. Go on, go on. Yeah. Go on.
How you feel?
Hang on. I've got the other video playing in the background. Oh, it just moved on to the next one. That's what it's done. This is another good video. Patrick's Day in Montserrat. This video is brought to you by the Montserrat Tour Sport.
How you feel,
Beautiful view. What's going on?
Feeling good. Got this feeling. Wonderful feeling in the air.
I did watch a video there a while ago and they were singing Irish songs. That's a bit rude. Look at the old, the Irish. Look, they must be just our poor Irish. See the two Irish girls. They're going, oh, Moira. Oh, that's shocking. Look what they're doing, Moira.
Feeling nice. Feeling good. Feeling nice. Feeling good. Feeling nice. How you
Is that the
feel?
Patrick's Day Festival? It says it on the... Let's just shorten that a bit. Patrick's Day Montserrat, yeah. That's just a concert. Some of the videos are great because they get really twisted off the faces. But yeah, interesting.
Nice. Feeling this feeling. Wonderful
Yeah,
feeling.
they're getting a bit naughty there now, lads, I think. Very good. Let's look at the next one. This is a bit more respectful. But yeah, it looks like a lovely place. Not a lot of people know about it. And if you're thinking of going on a crazy holiday, I would say Montserrat on Patrick's Day would be pretty bizarre. Do you agree? It'd be pretty good fun. Curtis, will you fly TV in the back of the car? Steve's car. Swing trunks. Okay. Right, let's go back to flying. I had a last video here. Is that any good? No, I didn't. So there you go. So what's it? Over a week of partying in Montserrat. We're back and we're more than halfway. I'm going to 200 knots. Let's have a look and see. We are not all too far behind. I'll add a bit of power, should I? So, why does it not go into the cockpit? There. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, I seem to be having power problems. Problems! Is it because... Oh, I'm having problems, guys. Autopilot is switched off. I have nothing! And I'm completely unprepared. I have absolutely no instruments whatsoever. Interesting. Is it a bug? Backup displays in up. Were they? that is interesting. Interesting. Do I have a compass? I have a compass. I want to keep steering a heading of 210. So, piloting skills at 3, 2, 1. Yes, they're coming. So I'm just going to keep level. And don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Where is the battery? Did I switch off the battery by mistake? Generator, reset. Starter I don't need. Got our generators. Get our generator on. Interesting. Ah, this is happening to all the aircraft since the updates. Well, 210. Let's turn 210. We're almost halfway there. Let's see if we can get it down. Page up on their keyboard to start the Garmin. Ooh, very nice. So it's just a bug. I was hoping we go, yeah, we've got to fix the systems. So it's a bug. But what I would have done is I would have kept a heading of 210. I would have kept my attitude as far as I'd know for straight and level flight. And we didn't go far off it. You know, we didn't go too far off it. And I would have kept going 210. You know? It's something connected with the battery and the generator settings, Dragon says. Dragon 40th. Right button for the map. I didn't want to cheat though, lads. I wanted to do it, you know, as if it happened in real life. Because it happens, I guess. All the stuff goes off. Let's switch the autopilot on. We're going to go nav. And it's going to swing us over. Oh, I'm really going the wrong way here. I turned off a good bit, didn't I? Turned off a good bit of my heading. On the maps. Sorry, what did you say about the map there? Turn it off again. Harry has to take the dog out. Well, take that dog out. Take the dog. Interesting. Let's just check we're going to the right place here. Flight plan. Yep. Tango Romeo Papa Golf. Here comes the Garmin. Press enter to continue. And there we go. So obviously we went off a good bit off track while we were watching those videos. But the autopilot's doing a good job. Now what it should do is it should have the heading. See that little triangle there? Imagine a string hanging down, and it should stop. It shouldn't go right onto the line at a 90-degree angle. Okay, it's turning there a little bit. That's okay. Just curious to see how the autopilot will actually do it. So if you imagine a string hanging down there, that's the angle you approach it at if you're flying it manually. Makes it all a lot easier. I took screenshots of your plane in the sunset. Check them out. Okay, JK, let's have a look. Oh, very nice. Thank you so much for that, JK. That is really cool. I'm just going to block any notifications if that's okay with you. I don't know what it is. I'm going to save that to the desktop. Save. That looks really cool. Nemesis Wolf, really annoying I can't see you guys. Why can't you see us? Are you on... I thought you could see... I could see you on Montserrat doing the takeoffs and stuff. Could you not see us? Let us know, Nemesis. I can see you, Nemesis. So you can't see us at all. Can you see the tags? Have you got the tag switched on? I do like them, JK. They're brilliant. Thank you for that. I will keep that now for my second stream. And I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Well, I'm looking forward to getting some time to get to know the TBM a little bit better. The autopilot is actually very straightforward. They're all very straightforward. Really, the 737s, the big jets are a bit more complex. I really got to grips on X-Plane with the 737-800 on the Zebo mod, and I even did some tutorials. I might do the same with the Airbus. I was wanting to stick to the Boeing. I don't think the PMDG add-on is not going. I don't think it's going to be out for a while. I was kind of holding out for that. But when I get time, I think I want to get to know one jet really well. And the Boeing was the one that interested me most. So I want to get something like that. Well, not in the TBM, Dragon. I know a little bit. But that's how you learn. You know, start badly. You know, start badly. So I'm going to add a bit of power and catch up with you, because you've gone storming ahead. Yeah, the jets, Dragon, yeah, the jets are very broken right now. So that's why I'm kind of holding off, you know. Because when I learned the 747, or 737, you'd get so confused because some things do work and you're looking at videos of the real thing and you get really confused. So that's why I kind of held off on the big jets here for the moment, because I won't know what if it's a sim not doing it right or me. But the Zebo mod's fantastic. It really was fantastic, I have to say. There is Montserrat dead ahead. Airsoft was supposed to have the CRJ. Yeah, I saw the CRJ there, Dragon. We'll try and make a gripper livery for the TBM this week and fly it with you next week. Drenham, isn't it? Drenham? Drenham, I'm terrible at pronouncing. Drenham, that would be great. But if you email me, okay, on the YouTube channel, my email address is always at the bottom of the subscription. I can send you logos and stuff that I use. I can send you high definition logos of, you know, the eagle with the helmet on, the crazy lunatic eagle. I'll send you that, and that may help. Put that in the tail. I'd love that. That'd be great. And we'd all share the livery. You know, everyone can have it. That'd be great fun. I'd love that, because I wanted to make a livery. That'd be pretty cool. I know there's another streamer who does that. Yeah, it'd be great. Drenham71, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Do email me. That'd be deadly. All flying around with the same livery. And we could just appear out of the blue on when we get VATSIM going. Because I want to get VATSIM going. What planes do I fly in real life? That's a Brussels, is it? I fly the Cessna 150s, the Cessna 152s. I fly the Cessna 172s, the Cherokee 140s, anything, all the aircraft for training. I'm going to start slowing down here. I'll switch it. I'll just take some power back. Any aircraft that's a single engine trainer, actually. A lot of single engines. The twins, Technam, the Technam twin. I've flown the DA-42. What was it? Quite a lot of them, actually. DA-42, Technam. It's gone out of my head now. A lot of small twins, Seneca 3s, and the likes. So let's put our eyes fly overhead the runway. At the minute, not a lot of twins. the Tectum now and again. Tectum's a lovely. If you look up the Tectum Twin, there it looks like a lovely aircraft. It's a military version, but it's the utility mission version. I had it on the channel there a while ago. Autopilot's off, and it's a lovely looking aircraft. We always get a lot of attention when we fly. It's not my aircraft; it's a friend of mine. And the funny thing about it is the reg is 2DL. Oh yeah. So the registration of the Tectum is 2 Delta Lima Oscar Oscar. Okay. 2 Delta Lima Oscar Oscar. When I'm saying goodbye to air traffic control, I'll say toodaloo. So toodaloo, they all call it. So it's not an incredibly powerful aircraft. It'll go to 130 knots, but it's lovely. It's got the Garmin 1000 like this. It's got a really cool suite of electronics and an autopilot, which I rarely get to use. That's what I fly mostly now. But single engine of all types. I've got a list of... they're all the same after a while, all the single engines. But yeah, mostly single engines. Not the TBMs, unfortunately. Now, if I were in America, they'd be going mad for someone like me to fly the TBM. But in Europe, you know, you've got to really, you know, leave your... You got to live it, you know. I heard the SR-22 is very expensive, so your school is lucky to have it. Gripper's on its way. Good on you, Dreadham. That'd be great. That would be so cool. Hats off to you. I tip my hat to you, sir. So email me for sure. And I'm up and down. I tell you, if there was passengers in the back of this, they would be getting sick as hell. Now, I'm not descending properly here, and I know that because I want to talk to you when I'm flying, and I'm kind of coming overhead and doing circles. But, of course, my throttle's acting up. Usually I'd have my descent worked out and all that kind of stuff. But they're quite short trips. Montserrat. Tom Deary's down. Sir Lapslot's on final. Nemesis Wolf is down. Colonel Clink is on final. It's looking good. I will go overhead. I will take a left downwind for final. Mountain Jeep looks like he's turning final now. And then we'll decide where to go next.
So we're at the airport again. And where are we going?
I don't want the yachts. Go away. I want music. Here we go. Montserrat. It'd be great if I could concentrate on my flying a little bit more. They're singing. They're having a party. Ooh, overbanking, scaring the passengers. Where's the runway gone? See, there was me looking on the internet. And didn't I stuff up my approach? Or did I? Did I? Not really. Just a little bit off. Oh, I'm diving like you wouldn't believe. Right. Let's get serial. Let's get serial. Right, slowing down. Is my power acting up again? No, it's all the way down. Where is it? Oh, wow, I'm going past it. Wow. I'll do a nice turn, slow down in the turn. I'm coming in like a bat out of hell. My power is still very high. This is very annoying. I'll do an orbit. Yeah. I wonder is that speed above the that'll be interesting if she's giving out about landing gear and I'm above the maximum gear extension speed. I wonder is she going, you know, giving out about the landing gear and I'm above maximum extension speed. It can be quite high on a lot of twins I've flown actually to lower the landing gear. 2,000 feet now. Doing another orbit just to slow down. Eyes on the runway. Turn on final. Descending. Good stuff. Let's put in one stage of flaps. Not too early. Now, if the power's done that again, see that? I need to fix that for the next time, guys. I'm going to do something crazy and I'm going to side slip. Putting in right rudder and opposite aileron. And that should slow us down. It would be very uncomfortable for the passengers. I lose a lot of speed in the turn. Let's get my seating position back. We come in behind Sir Zappalot. We lower 10 flaps. A little bit early, bit too fast with the flaps because I'm coming in way too fast again. Is the power gone up on me again? No. I can always go around. Way too fast. 126 knots. This is like what I did in... I'll go around. I'll go around. Yeah, it's very slippery. Doesn't slow down. 100 knots. We do low approach and go around. How about that? A wing waggle. Positive rate. Gear up. I haven't batted full power. I just don't want to be bombing around the place. I'll take a left-hand circuit. We'll go up to 1,000 or maybe 1,500 feet. That's looking good. You're on downwind there now. We'll keep it at about 1,800 feet, I think. There we go. Now I can see the power coming up on me again. I think it's too high for the gear, love. See, the speed's going up on its own. See the difficulty I'm having? Oh, I need to fix that. Oh, just to shut her up. Gears down. Okay. Let's get this proper now. There goes the power up again. Now, I'll put up the volume so I can hear. What's the main advantage? I'll answer those questions. They're good questions, so I'll answer them on the ground now. Turning base. Gears down. We'll lower. I'm going to put them all down at once. I know we should never do that. Now we got our speed coming back now nicely. Now, where am I in relation to the airfield? Should be on a base there now. Just descending a little bit. There we're going a nice long base there now. There's a room in there. That's it, it's just not drawn in yet. Now we're looking a little bit more professional. Brakes are off, gears down, 3 greens. Yaw dapper. Oh, let's look outside and just fly the darn thing. Let's sit on the right side and get a better view and get right on the center line. Is all the power off? No, it ain't. Man. There's Appalot's taken off. Is all the power off? Yep, power's off. I'm on a glide pretty much. 90 knots. Let's slow it down. I like coming in a little bit high. Got a bit of wind for the left, from the left maybe. Or do we have a tailwind, which is even worse? I haven't even checked the weather. I'm flying like I stole it. Just my day off today. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. That looks fine. Oh. Just get a nice firm landing. Get those wheels to the ground so I can brake. There we go. There we go. I don't even need reverse thrust. And here we are, Montserrat. Happy days. I'll do a Yui here. Oh, you go all the way to the end. Montserrat had an accident there during the year. Poor girl. She just started working there. Maybe, I don't know, she was there for a bit. She went off the end of the runway. She was fine though, thankfully. You know. My parents give me awful trouble today. Look, it's done that again. It's funny, since the update, this only started happening since the update with my power. I was swinging around there. How about another little competition for a few touch and goes? How do you think, guys? It's a little bit easier, I hope, than Saint Barts. There's Appalot. Look at you. Taxiing nicely there. I'm going to turn into the apron to the left here. Get onto the yellow line. Turn in here. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't Sir Appalot. That's I don't see a tag on that aircraft, oddly enough. Maybe it is, you know, maybe it's just one of the same aircraft. Oh, it's Mountain Jeep. Okay, excuse me. There's Colonel Clink. Oh, here's fuel. Let's see what happens if you stop here by the fuel. Okay. Someone was telling me if you come up by the fuel, it will tell you. There it goes. It comes up automatically. Let's put the parking brake on. And we can fill up with fuel. Fuel. Reset. Consumption. This is interesting. Oh, just stop barking at me. What you're going on about the? Yeah. That's because there's a bit of power on. Oh, that's reverse. Okay, we'll put that much in there. What's the reset do? Resets at 50% is the standard. What time are we now, Ashley? 23:55. 22. We've been almost 2 hours. We've been on. Would you stop moaning at me? Now let's read some of your comments. The temperature's very high. It's telling me. IGT temperature is very high. Maybe I'll shut the engines down for a second. There we go. We'll accept that fuel. Oh, that sound. That is pretty cool. I'll start it back up again. Okay. Switch off the generators. Leave that on. There we go. Let's have a look and see what people are doing. Let's have a look and see. Oh, I'm on the drone view. Let's have a read of some of the comments. Oh, here's some. Is that some of our final? Oh, he's taken off. Tom Deary. Tom Deary, good stuff. He's going to take off. Let's have a look at some of these comments that I was busy landing there. Get a lesson SR22 Friday. My school just got it. Dragon says to get a lesson. Oh, SR20, nice one. Dragon 40. I normally fly the Arrow. Yeah, I flew the Arrow as well. That was a while ago. X-Rocks, is it? 9268. Well, it's time for Central Europe timers to sleep, I think. Looking forward to the end of the summer time, so good big time with you guys. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's gone though, but thank you for watching. You're going to be... Yeah, Dragon, no worries. No worries. You got to do what you got to do. We've got 22 viewers now, and everyone's still watching, so we might do a bit more. I might take a 2-minute break, if that's okay. We might do some flying here and fly somewhere else. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you want to cheat, you could throw the beta on. Yeah. What's the main advantage of twin props? Yeah, they don't twins aren't necessarily that faster. The funny thing I noticed about twins, why would you fly a twin? You know, it's a good point. Well, it's nice to have the backup engine, but you know, if I'm flying over the sea, I would like to have a spare engine. Okay, 2 engines better one, but they do have their caveats. You know, I was flying initially there last summer, and we were up, not directly over the mountains. We were in a mountainous area over Italy, and with that particular twin, you had to come down. I think it was to 7,000 feet, because the air is less dense. So when you lose an engine, okay, first of all, it's going to cause more drag, because now that engine now is gone. So if you leave an engine, you've got to come down where the air is thicker. So the land below us was like 1,000 feet, but which was at 8,000 feet. So if I turned to the owner of the airplane and I said, you know, if we had an engine failure now, we'd have to come down. So that's the caveat with twins. The other thing, the big thing with twins is if you train to fly them is, let's say my 2 hands here now. I know it's reversed because the camera's reversed, so this is my right, this is my left. Let's say this twin dies all of a sudden, and we're taking off. We've got a high nose attitude. Try this the same. And the right engine dies. You've got a yawing motion that's quite large, so the whole aircraft will yaw, and that's bad, because what happens is with a high nose attitude, you lose an engine, you're going to fly very, very slowly all of a sudden, and you're going to get this yawing emotion, and you could drop a wing and go into an incipient spin. So there's a thing called a blue line speed, so you've got to be very careful when you're taking off. You have to have enough speed, and one thing I forgot to say to you is when that yaw happens, you may, if you're going too slowly, you use rudder authority to straighten it back up. Okay, so if you've no rudder authority, you're going down. So that's the other thing with a twin. So when you're taking off, you have to be above your blue line speed in as much as you're going as fast as if an engine fails, you still have rudder authority in the back, so you can lower the nose and stop the yaw and still be going fast enough. So they do have their caveats, twins, but as you carry bigger aircraft, more people, you got two engines. It's nice for flying over the sea. I would like two engines flying over the sea. I met people who fly Cessnas over to America and back. Like, you're going over the top. You're going over Greenland, you know. So yeah, twins, it depends really what you're flying for, you know. But they're interesting. They really are. But they're not necessarily faster. But you're not wrong at all. Russell, drag 40 twins have a bit more speed advantage, but actually the advantage is safety and carrying capacity. Yeah, absolutely right, drag. Safety and carrying capacity. Try calibrating your throttle in the window settings. I actually only did that, was the day before yesterday, and then I didn't get a chance to come on again, but it's something like that. Yeah, it's easy fixed. Pet Marisot, hiya. Oh, Pet. I'm not going to call you Pet, because I called you Pat last time. I'm not going to go, Pet. So I said I'm going to call you Pat. How are you? Are you still on? Welcome. Remembered you were streaming late today. I'll hopefully be able to join. Good stuff, Pat. We were just in Montserrat. I don't know if you saw. So let's have a look at a few landings. Who is in the apron? I might take a 2-minute break. Just a 2-minute break. Current Clink is on the apron. Nemesis Wolf is on the apron. Will we go? Do you know what I'll do, actually? We'll start cruising somewhere, and then I'll take a break. Let me know where you guys want to go. What's it like to fly a Cessna 150 in real versus the sim? Well, there is... It's Anderson, I can't pronounce it, man, I'm sorry. Hey Grip, come fly around Australia sometime. I would love to fly in Australia. Australia, I spent over 2 years or 3 years. Brilliant place, really stunning. I couldn't say enough good things. Sydney mostly. I never made it over to the Northern Territory. Dory, it's not the COVID. Just an itchy cough. Now, so yeah. The Cessna 150 versus sim. Well, first of all, when you're flying in the real thing, you can't move your head. You know, in the sim, you can't do that. You can't look down or under. So that's the problem with the simulator. But is it as real as the real thing? The only problem with the flight simulator models is there's Sir Lapsalot. The only issue with flying, the difference between the simulator and real life is there's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of stuff you can do in the simulator. Like you can practice navigation. You can practice your procedures. So when you're been taught stalls, there's 3 different types of stalls you train for and how to get out of them. You can practice that. So it's all A, B, C, D, your procedures, what you've got to remember to do. It's brilliant for that. It's not so good for landing, but it does help because you don't have your peripheral vision. When you're landing a real aircraft, you're staring at the end of the runway. And you actually use your peripheral vision so you can see how fast you're descending because you can see the grass verges on the side. So peripheral vision is very important. In a simulator, you don't have that with a screen. But with VR, this guy, stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is a Pimax. I haven't used it for ages. But I will be using it again on Flight Sim. But it's absolutely stunning with the Pimax. So for landing, yeah, the Pimax helps. So there's a lot of stuff, and a story I tell people over and over again. I was going to Spain. I had to do a renewal in a DA42. I hadn't flown it for about 4 years, and I'd forgotten everything, but I had the checklists and all the bits and pieces I needed. So I put on X-Plane. I got the DA42. I knew where everything was. I did all the procedures in the sim. This is IFR, Instrument Flight Rules flying I was doing. It's a test that they don't give it away. They send you home. They will send you home if you don't do it right. Well, they'll make you do more hours. And I nailed it on the sim. And when I went there, I knew everything. I knew where everything was. I knew all the checklists because I learned them off at home in front of my computer, and it worked. I was brilliant. They couldn't get over how well, you know, one of the instructors were going, how do you remember all this stuff? I said, just remember stuff. I didn't remember at all. I cheated. I was at home on X-Plane 11. So it's great, you know, it's great. Track IR is a good one, yeah, absolutely. Track IR is brilliant. Pat, it is. So, here comes Sir Zapsalot. Everyone's waiting on the ground. Where do you guys want to go? Will I just decide? We'll do one more quick trip. Let's have a look at these two guys coming in here. Well, that's much better, Sir Zapsalot. It's hard to keep it on the centre line, isn't it? Flaps are very... sorry, the rudder. It's not you, it's the rudders are very sensitive. Nice one. Here comes Tom Deary. Tom Deary's coming in. Very nice. Excellent. Very nice. So guys, we'll do another quick flight. Just for those of you who aren't on Microsoft Flight Simulator yet, you can join us. I've kept it open so anyone can join. So I think we'll fly to one more place. Let's have a look at the map. Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look at the map up here. It's a pity the map doesn't show you what you'd see in... I'll just hop out for a minute. And I'll be back. We'll fly to one more place we've never been to before. Let's go. I have to go to the main menu. What a pain. I just want to look at a good map. So we are in... Tango Romeo. Tango Romeo. Papa Golf. Osborne set as departure. What's this here? Oh, hang on. There was some place around here that that I spotted, and I said, "Ooh, that'd be interesting." Too far away. Oh, how about a quick hop anyway? We'll get a quick hop. We'll go to somewhere we haven't been before. We'll make it a quick one, will we? Do you know what we'll do, lads? We're all going to line up. Okay? And we're going to go at the same time. And we're going to see who can land first at this place here. Tapa. Tango Alpha Papa Alpha. Right? So, I'll come back in. You can all line up now. Okay, I'll join you. We'll all line up in the same place. And we'll count down to go. And the first down gets kudos. Set as arrival. So Tango Alpha Papa Alpha. That's where we're going. And then we'll call it a night. How about that? What do you say? From let me see what you're saying there, guys. Yeah, Dragon, excuse me. The server I'm on is North Europe. North Europe. My bad. Okay. North Europe. We're leaving Osborne International, which is Tango Romeo Papa Golf. It's a short hop of 11 minutes to Tango Alpha Papa Alpha. VC Bird International. I have no idea anything about it. Don't know anything about it. Is that okay, Dragon? RGR. Loading in now. Okay, we wait for you. We'll give you 2 minutes. Brilliant. Okay, so you're loading in. And let's just set myself up. We all get it set up in the runway. So we're doing a race, lads. Effectively. We're going to do a race. That's what we're doing. Takes a while to load up. So I was watching some streams there and they had ads at the very beginning. Is that normal? I don't know. Add an ad at the beginning. So I'm going to wait for you guys. So I'm lined up right at the runway. We'll all take off. 3, 2, 1, go. We'll wait for Dragon. Tom Deary. Either end of the runway will do. Doesn't matter. Oh. Am I shutting down here? Shutting down, lads. Oh, there's always something wrong. Start her up again there. Cardinal Clink is moving. Tom Deary's, he's flying the Caravan. So we wait for Colonel Clink. While we're waiting, I wouldn't dare do any advertisements because that's just plain rude, you know, for merch or something like that. There's nothing worse when you're watching the channel and some idiot, he gets his, you know, his t-shirt out or something and tries to sell stuff. Okay. Right, we're all going. Let me just have a look outside here and see if we're waiting for anybody. So if I'll delay, JK. Yeah, just tell me when you're ready. Just hold your horses, guys. Get your TBMs. Dragon says 3 minutes. No worries, Dragon. We'll wait for you. We'll wait for you. We've got 3 or 4 on the runway. Some are overlapping. That's fine. So we're going to do this quick jam to this next destination. If you want another destination again, just let me know. We are going to... Tigger says I'd wear a Gripper Sim logo shirt to be fair. I meant turn off the stream delay. Oh, turn off the stream delay. Oh, there's a delay between me talking what's happening on the stream. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a note of that, guy, JK, for next time. Okay. Turn off stream delay. I did not know that was happening. There shouldn't be a delay on there. I'm taking a note of that. Thank you for telling me. If you ever see something like that, let me know. So we're all ready. Dragon's in. Dragon's in. Now, I'm not going to compete because there's a delay. I think that's unfair, but I'm going to keep alongside you. So the race is amongst yourselves, okay? So, when you're ready, I'm going to take off after you. 3, 2, 1, go! Off you go, good stuff. Yeah, there's a delay there. I get you. Colonel Click? Are you rolling? Is he gone? Okay. 208, I do. I see her 208. 208. Okay, let's get the cockpit and let's rock and roll. parking brake off. For those of you not flying, right? Get there first. Don't land though, because that'd be cheating. I'm flying it like I stole it. But you're all watching. You all know what I said there. I'll go like the bejesus. You know, someday it'd be a good idea to do this on, you know, one type of aircraft. It's kind of like what we're doing now.
Delta India Papa Papa, continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Nemesis Wolf appears to be leading. Let's get my autopilot here.
Delta India
Start to
Papa
talk.
Papa, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Oh man. Come on, nav. Oh.
Oral warning, okay.
Delta India Papa Papa, did you copy?
Vertical speed. Negative. Not listen to you. Not listen to you. Vertical speed. Very awkward with the mouse. At times.
Delta India Papa Papa, did you hear my last transmission?
Negative. Not listen to you. I'm flying it like I stole it. Now, what I'm hoping for, seeing as I'm a little bit behind, I wonder if I went a little bit higher than everybody else, into the less dense air. Would I get any faster? Seeing as I was a little bit behind, make sure my flaps are up. Hi there.
India Papa Papa, acknowledge last transmission.
Nemesis Wolf and Tom Deary are in the lead. They got a good lead. Colonel Clink is neck and neck with me, it looks like. A nice some plum. Mr. Blum Blum is in the B350. He chose a bad aircraft. He chose poorly. Let's get back to the cockpit. See if I can somehow pull this off and get ahead of the guys. Oh, there's Sir
Papa Papa, ATC.
Sir Lapsalot. Now I am climbing quite a lot. I don't need to climb like that. No. Let's leave it at 1,000 feet a minute. For now. This time I'm going to manage my descent. The trick to this is to put your eyes on the runway to start with. So let's get a mental picture of the runway. Okay, so it's at the far end of the island dead ahead. So I'm going to try and get ahead of them. See if I can pull something off. Why not? I did give everyone a head start. I'm going to wait till my halfway point. I promise not to advertise anything on the way. I won't dare fly it like I stole it. Nemesis Wolf is tearing ahead. I'm going to stop my climb. I'm going to start a descent, hoping. Up is down and down is up. I'll get that altitude selector. I'm gonna come down to 3,000 feet for now. Let's get that descent going. It should give me my feet per minute that I've selected. Oh, I haven't selected vertical speed, that's why. It's not doing anything. So 1,500 feet, a bit much. I just want to time it. I gotta hit a current desk, kernel clink. I'm just gonna put it to 1,000 feet a minute. No, I'll be too soon. Let's get it to 300 feet a minute. And I'm just using the... Got full power on. I got something hanging out here. Got flaps or something hang... Oh, my flaps were down. I need a handle, a switch that I can look at. Knew there's something wrong. So I've stuffed myself up. Let's have a look here at the views, see where we are. I think Nemesis Wolf has it. We're passing out Sir Laplot pilot, Sir Lancelot. I can't pronounce the name. So we're passing someone out. See, higher is that Stencer, boys and girls. I would like to pass Colonel Clink out. If I could beat Colonel Clink, I'd be satisfied. Do you know? Just because the colours in her and his aircraft looks a bit better than mine, I think. Nemesis Wolf looks like he's on final. Now, which way is the runway facing? Tom Deary's doing well. He looks like he's on final. Colonel Clink's also doing well. But I'm a good bit behind Colonel Clink. Let's get into flight mode here and flight like we stole it. I would love to see the runway. I can see the runway. Okay, so let's switch off all our autopilots. Autopilot off. Yodhopper, we'll switch him off as well. We'll start twitching down. Now I'm going to be right on the line because if I overspeed this, it's going to crash. I'm going to be coming very, very fast, so I'm going to have to cause a lot of drag very quickly in order to slow down. So 265 knots. Looks like it's Nemesis Wolf. He's 500 feet now. He's coming in. I just want to beat Colonel Clink. Ah, bugger! I stuffed it up again. This is how I started. This is how we started. I crashed. You know, straight away. When we started the stream. Straight away. And now we're coming to the end. And I stuffed it up. I stuffed it up. Because I got overzealous. I gotta come back out there. And I'll join you. I will join you. I have disappointed all of us. I keep doing that because not in real life. I keep doing that. Let's come in to meet you guys here. Where are you? Let's see. I want to see who's coming in first. I'm going to see what's going on. Nemesis Wolf and Colonel Clink. Looks like Nemesis Wolf got it first. And Colonel Clink. Nemesis Wolf got down first, it looks like. Hogan would have to plan to beat Clink. Yeah, he would have. But I was going, I have to beat Clink, so I went too fast. And what did I do? I ripped my plane apart. I flew too close to the sun. I melted my wings. The hare never won the race. It was the tortoise. I will congratulate you. I will appear and congratulate you all. Let us change our drone speed so I can move around. So who was first? Because I missed it all. I'm furious with myself. Nemesis Wolf, to my eyes, it looks like I am Icarus. Indeed, Nemesis. Nemesis got down first. That was actually pretty good. He flew well. Look at his livery. We will hail Nemesis Wolf. Next, I think was it Colonel Clink or was it Tom? All hail Nemesis. We shall bow before him. Who was next? Was it Colonel Clink or was it Tom Deary? And the King Air. Oh, so he had the King Air. I think Colonel Clink was next, was he? Oh, it was Harry. Oh, so Harry is Tom Deary, am I right? Harry, you Tom Deary? I did that actually. I had that problem. I had a different name. Nah, it was a bit on the hair. Well done, guys. That was fun. We might do that the next time. We might do something like that and have a format. You know? We'll fly somewhere crazy. And I'll have a bit of a history spiel on it if it's somewhere interesting. Here comes Sir Lapsalot. Sir Laplot. Dragon 40th is there. Tex Virgo is there somewhere. I don't know if they're our crew or not. But guys, yeah, we'll do that the next time. I want to do a format. I think you enjoyed that. I did. Only for I crashed. We land somewhere, have a little kind of a circuit. A circuit off. Like a dance off. A circuit off. Landing and taking off. We'll do a bit of that. And yeah, I fixed my controls. So, it's been a long day. Thank you all for watching. And that was a bit of fun. That was a bit of fun. Let's just watch this last landing. Dragon 40th is on. Is he on final here? On the C208? Oh yes. Did you choose? You chose the Caravan. You poor fecker. You were too slow, Dragon. Let's judge his landing. Don't worry, Dragon. There's only 6,850 people watching. No, it's not. 20. But that's a nice approach, Dragon. That is nice. Right in the center line, look. Very nice. Now, I have to say, although he did have a slower aircraft, he did probably the best landing so far. What do you think? Thanks, Texas. I'm delighted you enjoyed it. I'll be back the same time next week. And yeah, I'll come up with a bit more of a format. I will fix some things on the stream. I think you all pretty much watched to the end. Thanks to Colonel Clink. Hopefully we'll have him in voice next week. Thanks to Nemesis Wolf, who's been very helpful actually with stuff for the channel. And Tom Deary. And that's great about the livery. We'll all share that livery. That'll be great fun. And we'll pile into an airport one day and they'll be going, who the hell are these lunatics? Give him 6.9. Yes. 6.9. We'll give him 6. So, Dragon, your score is 6.9. I believe the last one I had was 6.5. So you got 6. You beat him. I must get some scorecards. So, guys, I'm tired. I'm Heathrow. Do you want to do Heathrow? Nemesis, is that what you mean? Yeah, the race. Okay. Great, guys. We'll do the race then the next time. We'll have a format and we'll get the race done. And we'll have a bit of fun. Yeah, we could do Heathrow. It gets a bit choppy at Heathrow. We'll give it a lash. We'll depart. Oh, you mean we'll go into Heathrow with all our liveries? Is that what you mean? Yes. We'll do that then. I'll make a plan. Only 6.9. Well, I would have given you 8.9 actually for that. In fact, it would be 9 point something because it was very good actually. Lots of idiots arriving at Heathrow. Yeah, some of these airports, it's like Heathrow. What was the other one now? The one in the valley. I'm half asleep. Anyway, I'm getting so tired I can barely fly. Excessively long runway it is. So guys, I will try. It would be nice to have a button to press on my stream deck. You know, like the professionals do. They go, I will see you next week, and to press the button and it's all, you know. I have to work on all that stuff, but I think I'll make it a bit more funnier than this serious nonsense. So as I move my mouse over to the end stream button and end it professionally, I will see you next week at 10 o'clock Dublin time. I didn't press the button, did I? No. Will we try again? See you next week.